All right, guys, this is lesson 3-2, unit rates. Do me a favor, this essential question is actually wrong, so go ahead and cross that out. Your essential skill today is how do I calculate a unit rate? So moving down to the definition, a unit rate is a ratio where the denominator is 1. For example, my car can go 20 miles per 1 gallon, or my heart beats 100 beats per 1 minute. So moving over to the lesson, it says, while a ratio compares similar items, a rate compares two quantities that have different units. The easiest to think is miles per hour. You guys have heard that a million times. And see how it's comparing miles and hours. Those are totally different quantities and they have completely different units. Unit rate is when one of the measurements has a value of 1 because we want to break it down to 1. For example, it says 65 miles, 65 miles per hour, this 6ph means you traveled 65 miles in 1 hour. Another example is movie tickets cost $12 per person. It's $12 for one person. So that word per, let me move it up here. That word per is important. I hate that the definitions move like that. Sorry, guys. That word per is important word to recognize. The word per means divide. Some common unit rates are miles per gallon, heartbeats per minute, meters per second, calories per serving, or dollars per pound. To calculate unit rates, you simply divide the numerator, let's write that in. You simply divide the numerator by the denominator. Automatically, when you do that, your denominator will become 1. So let's see if I can help you understand what that's looking like. So for example, if I had, let me change my color of my pen. If I told you my car gets 60 miles for every 10 gallons, that's a super bad car by the way, but whatever. My car can go 60 miles for every 10 gallons. I can divide this, I can divide 60 by 10, and I'll be able to figure out how far will my car go on 1 gallon of gas. So 60 divided by 10 is 6. So my car will go 6 miles on 1 gallon of gas. So that's kind of the idea in how you're calculating unit rates. So moving on to this word problem, let me erase this right here. It says from Vacaville to Disneyland, it's approximately 420 miles, and Mrs. V can make it with a couple of stops in 7 hours. On average, how fast is Mrs. V driving? So this is going to be on your Khan Academy as well. Basically, you want to set up the problem. I know she can drive 420 miles, and you want to make sure you label it. She's driving 420 miles in 7 hours. So can you figure out how many miles is she driving for every 1 hour? So again, that whole idea of dividing, you're going to take 420 divided by 7. So how many times does 7 go into 42? It goes in 6 times, and then you're going to have that 0. So I know that on average, Miss V is going to be driving 60 miles for every hour. So basically, every hour she's going to be 60 miles into that road trip. All right. Hopefully that makes sense. That's kind of the end of our lesson, really, guys. If you have, go ahead and leave your summary here, or if you have any questions, you can write it in there. And that is it. I will see you guys at the next class. All right. Bye.